Hello everyone, it's Rachel here at Clarty Hands Crafts. Today I'm going to be making an envelope folio using a selection of blank envelopes and some decorative papers from lavender blue journals. Today's project was inspired by a file folder tutorial video that I saw on Pink Monarch Prints' YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to that below if you want to check it out. To start with, I am making the base of this folio using two C5 envelopes, which is the size that fits A5 paper perfectly inside. I glued the flap of one inside of the other envelope, making sure to align the crease of the flap of one with the crease of the flap of the other. This will make a kind of booklet to open and close, with a large pocket on the inside and a large envelope with flap on the outside at the back. I covered that back envelope with a decorative paper from the Postcards from Rose digital kit from Lavender Blue Journals. And I'll put that kit in the links at the bottom if you would like to use the same one. Next, I took another sheet of decorative paper and proceeded to glue that down. But then I realised that I had wanted to disguise the flap of my next edition under that sheet. So I had to carefully unpeel it down one side and then attach the flap of my next envelope underneath it. When you're attaching your envelopes, it's important to make sure that the flip-out envelopes have enough room to close fully. This means offsetting the crease line ever so slightly over the edge. Otherwise you'll end up with having to fold a new crease line and it just won't look as neat. Now I was able to glue the spotty paper down fully, and I also covered the smooth side of the new envelope with another design from the kit. I just glued everything down with a glue stick to avoid any ripples and to avoid the glue from showing through. Covering the rectangular smooth sides of the envelopes is pretty easy and self-explanatory. You just measure the edges and then cut your covering piece to a slightly smaller size if you do want to create a border, that is. But cutting the more complicated shape of the other side is a bit trickier. You can use another identically shaped and sized envelope to make a template by cutting the front bit apart, or if you have no spare envelopes in the same size, you can use the edge of a crayon to take a rubbing and then use that to make yourself a template. I've done this in previous videos, so I'll see if I can find one to link below if you'd like to see how I do that. So now it's a case of repeating these steps as many times as you like and placing the envelopes in any positions that take your fancy. You can have them flipping out to the sides, flipping down, flipping up, and you can add flip outs on top of flip outs on top of flip outs if you like. At some point I would like to try and create an entire junk journal like this. Instead of using any flat papers, I would have all of the signatures just made up of these pockets and envelopes on top of each other. You can see here how I've kept myself organised with this project. I cut all of my decorative pieces to size before assembling them, and to stop myself getting mixed up, I placed the panels inside the envelopes that they were to decorate. I also numbered the envelopes and marked where each of them was going to be positioned so that I could follow the order that I came up with when I was playing around with the idea at first. When I added the next envelope, this long narrow one, I wanted the flap to fold around to the back. With it being a different shape to the flap that's already around there, I carefully folded the overlapping sections of flap around to mould them to match the shape of the first one. Having it in this position means that it would be stitched into the signature as well, so it would be extra secure. Here I realised that I hadn't made a covering piece for the back envelope flap, so I made one there and then from a spare sheet that I had from the kit. And then I was pretty much finished, so there we can see all of the different flaps and envelopes and pockets that are in this piece, and I hope you will try it yourself. Thanks for watching, bye!